I'm just going to put up our coverage, but I'm going to talk through our base alignment because our base alignment doesn't change a whole lot up front. Okay. To the weak side, we play a 5-tech. Okay. We play a base two. Our base coverage. Our base alignment is to the weak side. We play a 5-tech. We play a base 2-eye. To the strong side, we play a 3, and then we'll play a 5. No tight end. If it is a tight end, we like to line up in a 6. Okay. Now, as I talk techniques, the 6 technique, his gap responsibility is C gap. The 3 technique, strong side, is B gap. Okay. Backside 2-eye, his gap responsibility is A. Okay. And the backside end, his technique is B gap. Right now, we line our backers up. Okay. We got to go 60, Sam, or he's stacked if it's a tight end. Mike is in strong game. Willie is actually a ghost. I mean, Rover. I'm sorry, Rover. We changed his name from Willie to Rover. Rover is actually more of a hybrid type DB, big safety type kid. That he's a ghost 60. Okay. Now, as far as their run fits, backers line, our outside backers, our Sam backer is a D gap contained guy. Rover is a cloudy clear guy, and he basically works to the weak side end's ass or to his end's ass. Wherever his butt is, that's where he works to. If he sees a cloudy hole, he's an outside fit. If he sees a clear hole, his job is go in there and blow that up to play that coverage. Our base coverage is full cross. Okay. We call it cover 4, but it's more of a 2-sync concept. Okay. As you can see right here, the cornerbacks, their alignment techniques outside leg of number 1 receiver, and their responsibility of deep quarters. They have to be able to see number 1 and number 2 simultaneously. Okay. Safeties are inside leverage of number 2, deep quarter. Okay. It's a number 2 receiver. Number 2 receiver is a tight end. A lot of times they have the option, depending on what's going on that week, whether they can lock the cornerback or not. Okay, both safeties have that responsibility. Sam's base alignment is inside leverage number 2. Work, his responsibility is wall number 2, work curl to flat, 2 number 1 receiver. A lot of times we say curl to flat, but it's really curl to the number 1 receiver. We don't believe in just running to the flats and vacating the curl hole. We sit in the curl and we just work there underneath the number 1 until the ball is thrown into the flats. And then we just figure out that, one thing you have to be able to do, you have to be able to run and rally. And you want to throw the ball in the flats, hey, we'll rally up and make a play. We want to keep everything in front of us. A lot of the Lovie Smith concepts is keep everything in front of you, rally, let's make a play, let's limit the plays downfield and make them have to drive. The more plays they do, the more mistakes they are liable to make. Tight ends to the Sam side, he stacks on top of the tight end. Rover's base alignment inside leverage number 2. He has the same responsibility technique as Sam. Same coaching points, same responsibility. Mike, strong side A gap, he opens up to the tailback hook if it's a spread. And one thing he does is he's a slow worker to the number 3 side hook. Slow worker. Because we just don't bet a lot of there because a lot of high school teams do like to run Q draws. A lot of our base 4-3 stuff, a lot of coverages are based off what are you going to do offensively with a set. You got 20 personnel. Well, we like, we'll like to probably check 3 to this. We can do a lot of things, but our base alignment is cover 3. Okay. Now we play our cover 3 a little slightly different because what we do with the backside corner is really not a true cover 3, but the backside corner, we call it a Tupac. I mean, he has the freedom or responsibility to be able to lock that guy one-on-one and to give you spree coverage. We take our high safety and we actually put him in weak side A. And, what he has to do, he actually has a deep third, but his responsibility and eyes go from the triangle to number 2 receiver. Triangle to number 2 receiver. So he has to be back deep enough where he can be able to read run, come down and fit for option responsibility weak side and be able to get over to the strong side in case number 2 goes on the scene. Okay. Field side cornerback. Okay. He has to split the difference between number 1 and 2. And what he actually is, he's a quarter concept person back there. He's being able to play number 1 and number 2 simultaneously. Okay. He splits the difference on both of them until the ball is released and then you go make a play. Low safety underneath, low safety will actually play a cover 3 concept. Well, he'll work curl. You know, we say curl flat, but really it's curl underneath number one, rally to the flat. Okay. Sam base alignment is work curl flat to number one while he's at the same time, while he's eyeballing number two. Number two, which should be coming out the backfield. If he comes vertical up the seam, you know, Sam has to lock and take him. Okay. Rover's base alignment, leverage on number three receiver, wall number three, work to the curl. Okay. One thing we always tell our kids, especially our underneath players, you know, we don't drop the grass, we drop underneath men. Work the men underneath here, don't drop the grass. Again, Mike, strong side A gap, open up to the tailback hook, whichever way the deep tailback takes you, and it's a slow work to the number three hook. 3 by 1, okay? We call this cover 6. And the reason we call it cover 6 is, I mean, you know, it's a combination of things, you know, that last number that we use. So we came up with the number cover 6, okay? If you look at our alignment right there, we like to take the low safety and the Sam, and again, still give that a cover 3 look. Okay, the low safety is outside of number 2, and you know, his area is to work the flats underneath number 1. You know, Sam's responsibility is base alignment, leverage on number 3, wall number 3, work to the curl, work from hook to curl. Wall number 3, work to number curl. High safety and a cornerback. Okay, they're playing a quarters concept between the two. High safety's read is number 3 to number 2. Okay, if number 3 comes vertical, he has to take him. Okay, if number 3 and number 2 come vertical, he stays inside of number 3 and has to work through number 2. If number 2 goes vertical and number 1 does anything underneath, strong safety and Sam has him. Okay, cornerback has to split just between number 1 and 2 and be able to play both of those on a vertical concept. Okay, to the backside. Okay, backside corner has the inside leg, split the inside leg of number 1 receiver. Depending on what we're going to do, we can either cloud it over there with the corner being the force player, underneath player, or we can take Rover, who's over there line up based on what our alignment is and what we're doing. Okay, they can work any type of banjo cover over there. We call it sky cloud. Okay, if it's sky, Rover's going to be the underneath player. If it's cloud, corner's going to be the underneath player. Rover's going to be over the top. Cover 7 is almost like cover 6. The only difference is how we line up, is how we play the number 2 receiver. Okay, cover 7 is when I say it's almost similar, it's so similar to cover 6. The only difference is, like I said, is between do with the Sam and the strong safety underneath. Okay, and cover 7, Sam will actually mirror and lock on number 3. Whatever number 3 does, that's his guy, that's his dude. He's there all the way, no matter what. We like to do this because a lot of people used to like to run number 2 on vertical seam, and you know they were hitting that area. So what we actually came up with a coverage is we take the strong safety and we wall number 2 on a vertical release, okay, and then we mirror number 1. So basically what he's doing is he's passing them off. He's passing them off to the high safety in the corner. And he's slowing them down to allow that high safety to get over there in that corner to be able to read those two. So basically what we have is lock on number 3, number 2, low safety is working 2 to 1, high safety is coming over from 3 to 2, corners working 2 to 1. Again, depending on what we got backside call, we can either go sky cloud, depending on what we're doing and how we feel that we can handle that kid over there. Again, Mike, strong side A, open up the tailback hook, slow work to the tailback hook side area. Keeping your shoulder square, not bailing out of there. And then finally we go what we call Tampa. Okay, finally we go what we call Tampa. All right, and this is really simple. The number 1 receiver over there is just to hold that, and he's just giving us all kind of fits, all kind of problems. You know, we just want to put 2 of them over there, and you know, sometimes I mean, he's a dog. You know, we want to put 2 of them over there, and so we'll double them over on top of number 1. What we'll do over here to the strong trip side is play side safety and play side corner to the trip side. They'll actually banjo, we call it Zorro, but they'll banjo number 1 and number 2. Okay, they'll work an inside-out combination there. Sam, the Sam backer, he'll work to the weak side curl area. Mike again, strong side A over to the tailback hook. Now here's the thing that we like about having that hybrid out there, that Rover. Okay, he's gonna lock on number 3. And whatever number 3 does, that's his guy. Now, like I told you again, our rover is nothing but a defensive back. So whatever number 3 does, we felt like he could play him. If he wants to go on the seam again, that's a defensive back. We run with him up the seam, and he's also a run fitter also. So a lot of times, like we tell him, hey man, you got to be able to see the best of both worlds, and you got to go be able to be a player. But we're not going to let that number 1 receiver get over there and rock our world because again, we want to limit the big plays, limit the explosive plays. Okay. So right now, I'm going to start showing you guys how we defend with our 4-3 and how our concepts are. You can look and see how we got some things going. Okay, and this coverage right here. Okay, this is our base 4-3. Okay, we probably line up in cover 5 on this. Okay, as you can see, the rover, as you can see the rover, he's locked on number 3, but he's also being able to recognize run also. This is the 4-3 versus the trap. So again, we control the line of scrimmage. Folks like to think a lot of times that we just have a 6-man box. Well, we don't. We have a 7-man box. We just ask Rover and Sam to be run past defenders. Okay, here we go versus the inside zone. Now we solid down. But as you can see, we can control the line of scrimmage, limit their actions inside. We are versus a zone read.